Hello there, welcome back to The Closet Historian. Today I have another thrift haul to share with all of you. I've been going kind of more often than even usual now because I've been trying to find a couple of extra things to possibly throw into a potential Etsy shop situation. So I've been having even more fun than usual out there because usually when I'm at the thrift store I'll pull lots of stuff off the rack, try things on, see what works for me, and then put the rest back. But now, if something's too small or too big for me, that doesn't necessarily mean I need to put it back because I can get those things for my shop because they're still my taste and sort of my style, but things that just wouldn't fit me. So I will be able to kind of curate a little shop of things that I found out thrifting that won't work for me, but will definitely, hopefully, work for some of you. So it's been a good excuse to shop even more like I needed an excuse. But anyway, these are the things I found for me these past few weeks, and I'm excited to share them all with you. And while some of these things are definitely more fall leaning as we transition into a new season here, and I have noticed that they've switched up the thrift stores, like the stock at the thrift store, they have all the sweaters out now, and they've taken away a lot of the blouses, it seems. And I'm like, listen, you can wear a blouse any time of year. Give me my shirts back. But in any case, I've been finding some things for summer and some things for fall. So I have a few things at the start of this that would work more in the warmer months, and then I will transition into some stuff that I got that will definitely work for fall and winter. And the first more summery item I have to show you is this eyelet peasanty top. It's got the elastic shearing, I can't talk, at the neckline and then at the cuff as well. It's sort of a 3/4 sleeve, this one, but I just loved this big, like, very open eyelet. I just thought it was super cute and would look great with a black circle skirt like I'm showing it here, or with any of my twill, even more safari looking skirts. I just thought it was a great summer piece, and I don't have a longer sleeved peasant top in my arsenal, so I was happy to find this one. But this top is another good reminder to make sure you check all different sections of the thrift store, because this one is a size 0 and I am a size large, definitely not a size 0. Nothing that is a size 0 has ever fit me before, I assure you. But this one is so oversized, the style is so oversized that this fits me just fine, even though it is a size 0 and I am most certainly not. So just another good reminder to always check the different size sections at the thrift store, because even if you're large, you may be able to find something in the extra small rack because things from different stores, from different time periods are cut differently. And so if you like something and you hold it up and you think, that might just fit me, take it into the fitting room with you, see if it might work. I never thought I would be bringing a 0 home with me, but here we are. The next item I have to show you is a 100% cotton button down, but in this animal print. Now, usually I'm not a huge fan of animal print on me or in my wardrobe for some reason. I just get really picky about them. I think they're often too yellow or orange, and it's kind of loud for me, but this one has seemed a little bit more muted, almost kind of a green tinge to it, like a more grungy animal print. For some reason that appealed to me. But I thought, of course, something like this with a, like, you know, classic pointed collar and sleeves I could cuff was just going to look so 50s with, like, say my high-waisted black pants, or even my black circle skirt, my black pencil skirt, also my red circle skirt that I think this will look good with. Lots of different things you can pair this with. Leopard print like this is almost a vintage neutral, or considered a neutral in some ways. You can pair this with like any solid color, really, other than things that like our navy, perhaps I wouldn't wear this black print with, but almost anything else I think you can wear this with. I think this is going to look really good with my high-waisted mom jeans, for example, or any other denim as well, but definitely these two black skirts, I think it looks really cute. I like it tucked in and tied. We know how I like to mix it up with my shirts in that way, either tying them or tucking them in, depending on how prim or sassy I feel that day. And this is definitely more of a sassy day shirt in this print, right? Something about this with like the high-waisted pants just makes me feel like very like 50s bombshell with like a big gold or plastic earring or something like that. I think it'll be really fun. Makes me think of like almost like Grease, kind of like the 70s does 50s sort of. So I'm glad to have something a little bit more fun and kitsch to pull out of my closet when I'm in that sassy mood, I suppose. The next item I have to show you is another classic and very versatile piece. Of course, another white cotton shirt, except for this one isn't a button-down shirt. It's a wrap style. It's like a cropped wrap style too. So it's really perfect for that sort of 50s look that I'm looking to do anyway. I think it's just going to match everything, again, with my black skirts, with my black high-waisted pants, with jeans, with any color because it's white. And again, this is nice because it's a crisp white shirt, and I don't have many of those in my wardrobe, but I do have a few prints, like printed skirts and things like that, that are white and not ivory. And so I like to pair them with, you know, the matching actual shade because I'm pedantic like that. So I'm always happy to add another bright white shirt to my wardrobe, and this one is just the perfect kind of styling for me. So happy to have this one. This one was, let me see, $6 before the half off price. It's always half off the tags when you go on Saturdays here in Denver, at least, at ARC thrift stores. I left out some of the information there. But this one was $6, so it was only $3 for me. And I realized I forgot to tell you the prices for those other 2 items. Let me look. The leopard shirt was also $6, so $3 for me. And then the white eyelet top was $5, so $2.50. And the next item I have to show you are these high-waisted wool trousers. These ones unfortunately are not completely a wide leg trouser. I am having a hard time finding pants like this that are wide leg as opposed to this sort of, more of an 80s or 90s pegged leg shape down here. I'm just not exactly sure what shoes to wear with these. I don't mind the shape on me or anything. I just feel like I know what shoes to wear with wide leg trousers, but I'm not sure what to wear with pegged leg trousers. So let me know what kind of shoes you think I should wear with this. Heels, what kind of heels? Flats, what kind of flats? Let me know what you think shoes-wise with these. But I really do like these pants. I like them because they don't have that elastic in the waist that you often find with these. At least when I'm looking for 80s and 90s like high-waisted pants. A lot of times they have elastic in the back, which, is comfortable, but it's just not as flattering as something that's like actually a tailored pant. So I was really happy to have found these. They have those like belt loops and everything. I think it'll look really good for like more fall and winter adventure style tucked into high boots. I do need to find some better high boots. The ones I have are just like cheap ones from Amazon, and I'd like to have like real lace up, like even real leather high, like knee-high boots for wearing with adventure style stuff. So I need to look into how much those boots are going to cost me. But it's a good thing these pants were only $3.99, so only $2 for the trousers, because I think those boots are going to be quite an investment. But I was really happy to find these. They actually fit me better than a pair I found earlier in the year in a similar color. I found some Anne Klein, I think they were pants, or maybe they were Ann Taylor. One of the Anns. I found some pants in this similar color earlier in the year, but those ones are a little bit small on me, so I think I'll be putting that pair I found earlier into my shop and then keeping these ones into my wardrobe because these ones just fit a little bit better. This next blouse I have to show you is unfortunately 100% polyester, but it was just so cute that I had to get it anyway. I love a bow front blouse, and this big bow on this one I just thought was so cute. It makes me feel like a little cat tied up for sale in the window, and I mean that in the best way, even though it sounds kind of strange now that I've said it out loud and I have some regrets. Anyway, I think you can see how cute it is when styled with that black pencil skirt, why I had to pick this one up and why I couldn't leave it behind. I'm sure it was only $2 or $3. I don't actually have the tag for this one anymore, but I just fell for this sort of broken floral print and this red, darker red shade. And this actually has a nice feel for polyester. Some polyesters are better than others, I suppose. And this one actually does a good job of replicating the feel of like a crepe silk. So even though it's poly, this one came home with me, but it was just too cute, and I just love a bow blouse. And I actually have another bow tie front blouse here to show all of you. This one, however, is 100% silk. It's this nice paisley patterned, shining golden mustard, full length puffy sleeve situation. I mean, it's kind of glorious, I think. Of course, when I first pulled this off the rack, I was like, is that going to be poly? And then I was like, oh no, 100% silk. Oh, wait a minute. And I was thinking, future Gryffindor lookbook, future Hufflepuff lookbook, that this might really come in handy. Plus, I just love rich mustard colors, so especially to wear in the fall time, like with a burgundy skirt, this would be really pretty with black, with navy. This is a color that you can pair with any of your neutrals, which is really nice. Here I have it just with a, like one of my 1930s. It's like black, brown, moss kind of colored plaid skirts here. And this one was $4.99, so just $2.50 to take home with me for 100% silk blouse in this glorious color. I was super happy to find it. I hope to find more blouses like this in the upcoming months here out thrifting, now that they've put the more wintry blouses out again. I probably won't be finding any good shirts anymore because apparently they just think that those are very seasonal. I think of like cotton shirts as a year-round thing, but I guess I think of silk blouses as a year-round thing too, so I guess I just have to shop seasonally as the thrift store demands, I suppose. This next item I actually bought to put in my shop. I thought, oh, that's really cute, but I don't think it'll fit me. And I didn't even bother trying it on until I got home. And then I did try it on, and it is a tiny bit small for me, but it needs a new button anyway. So I'm probably just going to be moving that over just a tiny bit, and it'll fit me just fine. This skirt is super, super pretty. I think you might agree with me. I just loved the murky, dark, floral tapestry print of the skirt. Tapestry prints seem to be kind of a late 80s, 90s, sort of early 90s thing. I really like them. I have some fabric actually in my stash that's a similar weight rayon that's also a tapestry print. I don't really care if it's dated because, well, I like it. And this one I didn't even notice, but it has deer or like pronghorn or some sort of elk or something, some sort of animal on here. I didn't even see that until I got home. I don't know if you can see any of those guys on here. But I didn't examine it that closely because I didn't want to fall in love with it in case it didn't fit me, but then it did fit me. So I'm really happy to be able to keep this one. It's going to match any of my green sweaters. I have a dark green sweater. I have a sort of mossy green sweater. I have some olive green things in my closet, so I think this will match all of those things. But here I was pairing it with that pumpkin orange for a very fall look. I'm pretty excited about fall fashion, even though I can't really start wearing it yet because it's still pretty warm here, but I'm just too excited. But luckily this is a lightweight rayon, so I can get away with looking a bit fall a bit early here. And now for something really quite different for me. I got this like super cropped, but like long sleeve, extremely studded stretch polyester little top. I don't know, something about it just, I think the Slytherin like jumped out of me and said, you can make that work. And so here I am trying to make it work with the black pencil skirt. It's really quite cropped for me, but it really only shows a little slither of skin here because of wearing a high-waisted pencil skirt with it. And I really think it's a nice look for going out to like dinner or something like that. I know this is probably meant for like going out dancing or clubbing and things like that, which is not something I'm interested in, but I don't know, you know, they had studded things in the 1940s. Perhaps if I wore this like over a dress or like didn't have the skin showing, but even in the 40s they had midriff bearing things, so I think I can make it work. You let me know if you think I'm making it work in the comments below, but something quite different for me. Sometimes, you know, you just find something and think, will that work? And like, if it doesn't, at least it was only a few dollars at the thrift store. I don't even actually, oh, I do have the tag for this one. This one was $7, so $3.50 to try out something a little bit different for me, but I actually think I quite like it. It seems kind of sexy for me, but I don't know, it made me feel powerful, and you can't beat that in this day and age. If you can buy any power for $3.50, you should take it. And in pretty much like the polar opposite of like a clubbing shirt, I have here a velvet vest from like the 90s. This one has really pretty embroidery on it, and I thought maybe I could make it work in a sort of like Ann Lister-ish and or piratey kind of way. I think this looks quite swashbuckling with my white rayon blouse underneath like this with a black pencil skirt as well. Something about it says, you know, 40s career woman to me in like the best way, but like 40s career woman who also is a pirate, you know? And that's just a look we should all be striving for, don't you think? So this I also thought would work really well for like some of my more Harry Potter inspired lookbooks coming up, like more witchy and goth looks for fall and winter. So I wanted to give this one little a try. I'd love to have a rayon blouse like this in black to pair with this, so I could be full on pirate, Blackbeard kind of look, Lady Blackbeard sort of look. But I'm really happy to have found this vest. I think it was only $4.99, so $2.50 for this little vest to give a new style for me a try. I don't wear vests very often. I have before. I'll put a look here of one that I made one time. I've had trouble with vest patterns in the past, but I think with that new jacket pattern that I used to make my little twill jacket I made recently, I can use that to make a vest pattern quite easily. So I'm going to give that a trial run, but I love all black velvet things, which we'll see in a minute here because I have something else black velvet to show you here soon. Another item from the Halloween rack I have to show you is this 1950s acetate little dress. Now, she's not in the best condition, friends. She's seen better days. I think this dress has been like washed regularly, and I think acetate you are supposed to dry clean it only. So she's a bit wrinkled. She's a bit sad. There are a couple of holes in here. There's a couple of pinholes, and then also a little small tear here in the back. But I just loved the darts in the front around the bust area. I've never tried a style on like this before, and I really liked the way this fit me, and it fit me so well. And it was a real 50s dress at the thrift store, and something like that is just such a rare occurrence that of course like I got caught up in the magic of finding it and everything, and it was only $5. So I figured if she does fall apart, which she might, I might be able to make a pattern out of this dress in the future. So I'm gonna see if I can get a couple of wears out of it, and then if it starts falling apart even more, or you know, if the condition gets any worse, I will probably take this apart and use it to make a pattern, because I do really like the way the darts and like how the bodice goes together and all that. So we'll see if this stays a dress or ends up a pattern here. It will be sad to take it apart, but it is a homemade dress. Like I can tell that it was just made by a home seamstress, not like a fancy label or anything. So I don't feel too terrible maybe taking it apart. I don't know. What's your position on things like that? If you find vintage that's starting to fall apart, do you keep it as it is? Do you try and turn it into something else? What do you think? For me, I think I'm going to try and get a couple of wears out of it, and then it probably will end up becoming a pattern in the future, which if you want to see that video, let me know in the comments below if that's something you would be interested, taking an old garment and making a pattern out of it to make something new. So let me know all of your opinions in the comments below. And lastly today, my other black velvet purchase for this last few thrifting adventures was this huge princess velvet dress from Laura Ashley. I was super happy to find this 80s dress. The only problem is the back of it is all the way like open with this big huge keyhole in the back here, which shows my bra strap quite a lot here, as we can see. So I'm going to be taking this bow on the back off of here because it is what's making it look so very 80s as well as this bow. I don't really mind it. Like, this is an 80s dress where it's like, yeah, I see what they were doing. Like, I like it. It's fine. But I think I'm going to try and take this bow off and create a sort of panel to fill in some of this open back space back here too, so my bra doesn't show so much like this when I'm trying to wear this. And then I might even try and close up this side zipper and put a zipper in the center back instead, because you all know I just hate a side zipper. I think it makes it so much harder to get dressed when you've already done your hair and makeup and you're trying to like get it into a dress that's the side zipper like this. It's just so annoying and you get makeup everywhere. At least if you're like me. Maybe other people are elegant and they can figure out how to get into side zipper dresses without wiping off half their face on them, but I can't. So hopefully I'll be able to make a couple of fixes to this one in my next thrift flip video, but this heavy, swishy black velvet princess dress, I had to have it, obviously. It did fit me a little bit better at the thrift store before I washed it. Now that I've washed it and hung it to dry, I don't dry anything, but I hung it to dry, but it did still shrink up a tiny bit, so it's quite tight on me now. But hopefully after I make some alterations, this will fit perfectly because it is kind of my dream velvet dress. So those were the items I've been picking up recently while out thrifting. Do let me know what your best thrift find has been recently in the comments below. And do remember to check that Halloween rack. I'm telling you again, listen, that is where the good stuff is. You gotta go to the thrift store right now, this season, all the way up leading up to Halloween. The stuff on the costume rack, there's a lot of crap, but there's a lot of amazing finds hidden in there. So make sure you go and check out the Halloween rack at your local thrift store these days. This is the time, you guys, the time they bring out the vintage, trust me. And as for the other things I've bought recently to add to my shop, I will be announcing that kind of stuff here on the channel when it's ready to go. I have a lot of work to do still to get my Etsy shop up and running, but when I do have that ready to launch, I will of course let you all know here on the channel and on my community tab and Instagram and all that sort of stuff. So I'll let you know when it's ready. We're not quite there yet. I have a lot of work to do. But thank you as always for watching today, and I'll see you again here on the channel soon. Bye.
Thank you.